It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, this is exactly how you deserve to start off your morning, because we love having a good time with you, making sure you're going into the rest of your day on a perfect note. Now, Expresso Show family, this morning I'm so excited because we get to celebrate some sheroes. It is ladies that are making their mark, not just in South Africa, but making waves all across the globe. And I say that because they are indeed behind such a beautiful movement, because if you did not know, sadly, in the corporate sector, only 30% of the people represented there are women. And that is something that is continuing to become more and more. However, my friend, we are still in that part of life where we need to fight it, and we need to see more ladies taking up those CEO roles. But I'm joined by CEOs this morning indeed, and it is all in the name of the Women of Stature Awards. They are going to be happening, and they're in their 10th year, and we get to celebrate with the beautiful lady who not only started this incredible awards show, but we also get to celebrate with two nominees who are in fact able to be proud of themselves, because this year they could hopefully be taking one of those trophies. So let's give them a feel-good welcome, ladies and gents. I'm talking about none other than Charlotte du Plessis, founder and CEO of Women of Stature Awards, and then the two aspiring 2025 nominees. It is Nosipho Armstrong up for Woman Entrepreneur of the Year, and Sharon van der Heever nominated for Woman CEO of the Year. Let's give them a feel-good welcome, everybody, please. Ladies, how are you?
Absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
And so excited to be here this morning.
Yes.
Thank you, Zanele.
Thank you guys for coming through. And our Shiro number one, because my lady, I love what you're doing. The fact that you are allowing women to be, I think, just even recognized in their spaces is such a beautiful thing. And 10 years now, that's so exciting. Yeah. But I love it for us to go to the beginning. Where did this whole idea even come from?
Well, Zanele, I think I have an innate nature to organize. I think that's the first thing I want to say. I'm an organizer. And I think if I were to go back to where it all started, I must tell you, it all started way in the 1990s, believe it or not. I know that I'm giving my age away, but that's also okay.
You look stunning.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So, yes, it really all started as a tribute to my mum.
Oh, wow.
My mum was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I then sprung into action straight away. And I said, well, what can I do as a support to my mum and any other cancer victim? We can call them victims. And so that's when it all started. Wow. So I started doing voluntary work for the Cancer Association of South Africa, started fundraising for them, various projects. And then I decided to do a Woman of the Year Awards. And the first one was in 2001 at Empress Palace. And we recruited these incredible women who were raising funds on behalf of the Cancer Association.
Wow.
And that's really where it all started. And then, you know, fast forward to 2013, I decided, well, now it's time to make it a formal empowerment platform for women. And here we are in 2025. It's the 10th season of the awards, but, you know, the organization is 12 years old.
That's incredible, Charlotte. And I mean, even you just talking about it being a platform, it really is a powerful one. And this is why then I need to ask you, why do you think it's so impactful?
Well, I think it's impactful purely because it really does first of all, bring women to the fore. I think that's the most important thing. It's incredible when I see the camaraderie that's going on between all the ladies. It's a very powerful network. I think that's the thing. You know, networking these days has become like front and center. Because you network, you meet people, you know, you find that there's opportunities that will come out of those networking sessions, or there's a lot of networking organizations worldwide.
I love that.
And it does bear fruit. You know, it really does bear fruit. And I think that's what it is. And, you know, going back over the years, and I look at the hundreds and thousands, I can say thousands of women that have gone through the program, and I'd like to refer to it as a program. It's an empowerment program.
I love that.
Because, I mean, we you know, we don't only recognize women through the awards, but we are paying it forward all the time.
Come on. And I also love that you call it, you know, a networking platform. You know, these two ladies are CEOs. Maybe you guys want to give me a job. Who knows? You know, how do we know? But no, Sipho, you are nominated for Woman Entrepreneur of the Year.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your work and what does this mean for you exactly?
Yes, so thank you, Zanele. I'm nominated for Entrepreneur of the Year.
Yes.
And that is really because I do a lot of things. So I started out in the construction industry with my entrepreneurship journey, co-founded a construction company that is now at a grade 8 CIDB grading.
Wow.
And I'm proud of the fact that it's a Black-owned construction company. We're not just operating in South Africa, but we just recently launched our operations in West Africa as
I said international, darling.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a beautiful luxury boutique hotel called King's Gate.
Wow.
I'm also an Embed Master Coach. I do coaching. I do mentoring. You're looking into things like assisting young people in terms of their career development.
Yeah.
I'm a board member on the GEF, which is a global entrepreneurship festival.
Oh my
Looks at
goodness.
entrepreneurs from all around the world and how we can really communicate and push this message through of entrepreneurship, of women in the entrepreneurship space, and just push the agenda of our own contribution to the society.
I love that. And girl, you are contributing, okay? But before I even come back to what this means to you, I'm going to ask both of you ladies. Sharon, talk to us about what it means to possibly, you know, step into the role of being a CEO, especially as a woman. You know, what does it actually encompass that people don't even know about?
Sure. Yeah, it's a very difficult journey. I can say from my perspective, when I started out as a CEO, I was completely unaware of how difficult that journey was going to be. Initially, when you start off, it's quite a lonely journey. And as I say, through networks like this, you find people that you can actually start using as your mentors and your guides and your people that you can refer and go back to. And that's so important in this environment. If you don't have those mentors and those guides in this industry, you don't actually flourish as a CEO.
Wow.
And that's been the important part of my journey, is finding those connections, finding the people that actually bring you together, that help to grow and develop you as a CEO. And that's where you find those connections, is through these kinds of platforms.
Exactly. And ladies, what I love is that you're not going anywhere because we've got a part 2 on the way. Expresso family, do you hear this? The ladies are doing it for themselves. And indeed, they are killing it, even taking it outside of the country and beyond. And I cannot wait for us to jump into more of this, the Women of Stature Awards in their 10th year, and making sure that women don't just have a platform, but they're in fact feeling like they are heard and seen. Right now, while I get to chat to these ladies a little bit more, we want to tell you how you can be a winner. Then we're going to come back and have a little bit more of a chat, which I really feel like is going to allow you to take away more about the Women of Stature Awards. Graham, how can we win this morning possibly, huh? We always tell you about how it's a balanced meal here on Expresso, okay? In terms of our menu, there's always something for everyone. And this morning, the thing that is for me is the Women of Stature Awards happening on the 12th of April at the Indaba Hotel in Johannesburg. It is unfortunate that the tickets are sold out, but you can get more information about this beautiful awards show on WOSA, which is WOSA, awardsglobal.com. That is where you can be about it, my friend. And more than anything else, today we get to have conversations with the actual ladies who are part of it in either the way of being nominated or like Charlotte, who started the entire thing. Now, ladies, you look absolutely stunning. I must say that. I forgot to say earlier on because I just wanted us to dive right in. But Joni and Charlotte, did you guys plan this?
Yeah, we did not plan it. And, I love the color coordination.
Right, so do we. But Joni, thank you for joining us. I think it's so lovely, you know, having you ladies here because you're all from different walks of life, right?
Absolutely.
And yours is pageant life.
That's it.
Mrs. South Africa, yes.
There we go.
Talk to us a little bit about this. I mean, you've represented South Africa on global stages. You know, when we talk about stature, what does that actually mean to you?
I love that word stature, and I think the word stature, especially when it comes to women, relates to the fact that it's a woman that's earned respect. It's a woman that's earned the respect for the work that she does, for the life that she changes. And, you know, for some, it's someone that's walking in her purpose. And I think that's what this awards and what we are all about is really just, you know, finding that passion and walking in our purpose. And I think that is a woman of stature.
I love that. And I think purpose is also just about, the heart projects, the things that speak to your heart. How do you see your heart projects aligning with even what the awards stand for?
I think there's so many alignments with Mrs. South Africa, the Mrs. South Africa organization, Ace Models, everything that I do, and the Women of Stature, because we're all about women upliftment, women empowerment, creating spaces for women in South Africa, giving a voice to women in South Africa, as well as just, uplifting and giving them a platform. And I think that's also what the Women of Stature does, is giving women a voice and a platform. And I love that about us. And so many alignments, like I said.
I love that. You can hear she's been answering questions on global stage.
Yeah.
Ladies, being CEOs, you're the ones who speak with that gravitas, and more than anything else, you're risk takers. So, Nosipho, speak to me about that, because I feel like, when we talk about risks, you guys take them every single day. What would you say has been one of the biggest lessons that you've learned from taking risks as a CEO?
Thank you so much. So taking risks, for me, it's all about a leap of faith. And taking a leap of faith, you really need to have trust in yourself, trust in your capacity, trust in your ability, trust in the Most High God, knowing that what you are putting out there in terms of your product, your service, your offering is something that is going to contribute effectively and empower people around you. So really, it's about having the courage to take that leap of faith and just go with it.
Yes. I love that. And, those leaps of faith can sometimes be very difficult. But ladies, we were even talking about it, about the fact that, a journey worth having is one that can be very difficult. So I want to come to you, Sharon, because I feel like, in this high pressure space that you ladies take up, how do you make sure that you not just stay grounded, but you also stay motivated?
Difficult one, but for me, staying grounded it's important for me, because I have a wonderful family, and when you get caught off guard, or if you are struggling with anything, go to your family. I think your family is what grounds you very, very easy, and I'm very, very fortunate to have a wonderful family. There's also your extended family. The people around you, like the women that support you, are important. Have a mentor. I have a wonderful mentor that helps me on a regular basis, and that's very important, to have those people that you can go to.
I love that. Like you said, it's about the support structure, right?
Absolutely.
You can't do it on your own. And Charlotte, you're someone who has really just allowed women to not have to do it on their own. Creating a platform like this where they're surrounded by incredible women who they can lean on. But talk to us just about, the legacy of this beautiful thing that you've built. How do you see the Women of Stature movement even just shaping the future of what it is that women have as a reality each and every day in South Africa?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's realistic. And I think role models, we're sitting with 3 incredible women. And I think this is to me, is it's symbolic. Women of Stature is symbolic with role models. And I think, the mentoring, which Sharon alluded to as well, mentoring is so important in life. And in every aspect of your life. So I think what we're doing, what we've created, is this platform for women to be able to step in, lean in, and find the most incredible role models and mentors, and be able to really, it's almost like shaping yourself into a woman that you see in the future. Because we all, as young girls, we used to dream about what are we going to be when we are older.
The CEO.
Where's the path taking us, and where's it leading us? And I think, we also want to say to ladies out there is, if you've got self-belief limitations and you still have the self-doubt, come to Women of Stature, come to the organization. Let us help you navigate life so that you don't miss out on these opportunities. And these 3 ladies, plus the rest, there's 96 ladies who are actually going to be recognized on Saturday night. And each and every one of them have stepped out of their comfort zone. And I think that's what's important.
I love that. That's beautiful. And ladies, we don't have a lot of time, right? So I want a sentence from you each, just in terms of your favorite thing about having been a woman CEO. What have you gotten out of it, would you say? One sentence, Joni, starting with you.
Mine is one word: purpose.
Oh, beautiful.
Vision.
Come on.
Wow.
That's right. And you, Charlotte?
Courage.
Oh, I love
Gosh, you've got to
that.
have courage to be a CEO, and you must, just and think on your feet. That is it.
You guys are so efficient. I said sentence. You were like, I'll give you a word. Okay. I love your work, ladies. And more than anything else, congratulations to you
Thank
guys
you
on your
so
nominations.
much.
And congratulations to you for 10 years.
Thank
That is not a
you.
small feat.
Oh.
And thank you, like I said, for allowing this platform to allow the ladies to have that structure, but also to be recognized.
Thank you, Zanelli. It's been an absolute
Thank you.
pleasure.
Oh, guys, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Do you see the caliber of women that are leading in South Africa and beyond? My friend, we are spoiled for choice, but more than anything else, it can only just speak to what the future looks like, and that is female. Number one, but also number two, super bright, because we've got beautiful, bright ladies that are leading it and allowing us to go into it with stature. Come on. It's the Women of Stature Awards happening on the 12th of April at the Indaba Hotel. And my friend, it is going to be quite the spectacle. I hope that you'll be able to see it on social media and everything else in between, because remember, the tickets are sold out, but you can get more information on wosawardsglobal.com. Right about now, I'm going to continue with these chats. Now, I told you I'm going to look for a job at one of these establishments. But friend, while we take a short break, this is what you can get excited about. We have got some Turkish egg salad on the way, a young recipe on the award-winning cooking segment here